Welcome to Hey My Honeys, the anonymous reading service in under 5 minutes that I, Elise Reiki, am giving to you. And I hope that is of benefit to us all. I think we can all benefit from a little bit of guidance these days, these crazy days. So I have a query. Title is How to Let Go. This is something I think we all need help with. And the sender is Should Know Better. Hey, should know better. I'm going to read this out. So, hi Elise, my fiance left me just before our wedding. I adored him on every level. To me, he was imperfectly perfect. We decided to try again in secret with his he decided to try again in secret with his ex-wife who divorced him 10 years earlier. And after 2 years since this all happened, I still find it hard to let go of my love for him. I was blindsided. When he left me, he destroyed my trust, my self-love, and it's only now that I've been able to allow myself to be seen. My spiritual journey is saving me, and I know we can never be again, as I'm worth much, much more than that, but I still miss him. All that was us, and no man I meet can compare physically or emotionally. I want to move forward and learn to be me and grow. Do you have any advice? Thank you. Thank you. Should know better. Oh, this got me right in the heart, this one. Okay, so yeah, walking away is something that does sometimes take time, particularly when we've had a soulmate connection, or what I would call a karmic soulmate connection. Karmic soulmates are different from soulmates which mean we would inhabit a long lifetime connection with them, where we're going to have a relationship that we work together on, over our lifetime for extended periods of time, where there's usually, a sense of loyalty and commitment to each other's soul growth. Karmic soulmates are soulmates that we've planted in our life to instruct us to grow in ways that we need to karmically. And they have this weird, special power and passion and urgency to them. I remember when I met one of my karmic soulmates in this lifetime, it was like life, the world stopped turning. The life stopped for a moment, the world stood still, and everything slowed down. It was like one of those sorts of crazy moments. And I had that 3 times in my life with 2 different suitors who I absolutely were karmic soulmates, and not my soulmate, who is my husband, who I eventually married. But there was this clear sense they were important to my world, and there was a fated sense that I needed to engage with them. And that's because I had soul work to do from usually their abandonment, my rejection of them, or them leaving. And so karmic soulmates are people that come into our life in order to leave us behind so we can have some growth. And even if you're the one doing the leaving, there will be growth. This person absolutely is your karmic soulmate, and you are meant to have a growth which is about learning how to have less codependent relationships. Look, this person I feel was riddled with issues, dolls. I do see substance abuse issues or addiction issues around this person. So whether there's love addiction issues or some sort of imbalance with addiction, I do feel that this person has a tendency to, this is going to sound a bit strong, but manipulate others. And look, with what we've read, that's a pretty horrible thing to do. I do think this person was unable to commit emotionally. And the question my guides are asking you is, how did you protect yourself from feeling vulnerable by being with this person? Because as hard as it is when you do fall in love with someone very deeply, there's often a reason we commit to relationships where there is a sense our needs aren't being fully met. I do feel there was a lot of deception in your relationship, and I think you've probably found that out over time. And the emotional deception was really just that this person was committing even though they weren't committed. So, what I want to say about this is I think you're deeply intuitive. I think you knew on some level this might happen. And what your guides are saying to me is that you got stuck at that point of them leaving, and all this learned helplessness came up from past lifetimes. They're telling me this is the 3rd lifetime you've had where someone has promised things that they couldn't deliver, and that you wanted to get this sort of capacity to self-start, to remake yourself. What my guides keep giving me over and over to do with this is that, yeah, I feel there was some debt issues, some financial issues on behalf of this person, some sort of deception, as I said, either with substances, money, addiction issues, kind of things that are sitting there. And they are always going to cover something up that's not being dealt with. So going back to this other person, there were lots of different reasons for that. I don't want to discount it, but I really do feel that even though you didn't hold this person necessarily to account, there were expectations in the relationship that this person felt too lazy to connect with. They didn't really want to do the work and put in the work. And innately, because of your soul energy, you would require that of some person. You are here to soulmate. So you've had some difficult relational lessons in your lifetime. And the thing that we strive for, that we feel like is sort of out of our grasp, in our lifetime, is something that we've learned to have as a soul theme. Not everyone comes in to have a soulmate, but you definitely are meant to. I do feel that is happening in the next 18 months. But the work that it takes for you is to recognize, the ways in which this person was distorting their view of you. You still have a concept of this person that's probably not true to how they really treated you. And I'm seeing that there are girlfriends in your life, women in your life that have told me much of what I'm telling you and would tell you the truth about it. And I know it's hard to hear. There is a sense that you need to be able to be compassionate to yourself. And so I want you to use this time to develop a sense of the pain and suffering you've experienced. You are energetically connected to this person 100%, and I still keep seeing courtings coming in over your crown chakra. This would recommend to me, or what I would recommend to my clients when I see that, is that they do cord cutting rituals energetically or see healer to release that energy. But it means usually that I'm having dreams about this person. I'm waking up in the middle of the night about this thinking about this person. I want to say to you, some of what's keeping you stuck is not just your maybe not readiness to move on, but I do think it's energetic, because this guy is so unable to commit that his opt-out is to leave relationships constantly or think about the past person constantly. He's thinking about you, but I wouldn't be putting any money down on being with this person. They're unreliable. They're not able to give you what you want. They're emotionally unable to meet your needs. So, if you really are wanting to disconnect from them, then I want you to grid your room, buy some crystals, grid your room, and protect yourself at night. Clear your energy as much as you can. If you go on my Instagram, I've got a little spell for Wiccan blessed water that I bathe in, and that can be good to keep your vibration really high. Or see a healer and get some cords cut from this person, and then do the emotional work on what keeps me going back to codependent relationships, where people make me do all the emotional nurturance work, make me work harder than I need to. Once you've done that, this guy can't get back in your energy field, and, bye-bye boy, see you later, sayonara. But in the next 18 months, I see a person coming in your world that's really together, that's going to see what your worth is. Do not wait around for that person to come in. Do the work on yourself, heal yourself. And healing yourself is a combination of emotional, physical, spiritual work, mental work. And I feel like all of those areas, you need that support in. And if you still want help with that, then reach out for me. I know I have what people would consider a long waiting list. It's not long. When you wait for a good practitioner, you usually wait, right? You usually wait some time, but book in to see me if you'd like. I'd love to help you. And I have readings online available really soon. I actually have readings coming up in the next 6 months, the start of the next year. So if you can find a spot, then just book in and let's get this sorted out for you, dolls, because you definitely are meant to meet the right person, and they are coming up in your life. But in the meantime, you do need to energetically disconnect. I can see you still somewhat ambivalent about that, because you think by letting go of him, you're letting go of your one chance for love. But by staying hooked into him, you're not allowing yourself to be loved, girl. And I don't want that for you, because I know you deserve to be loved in this lifetime. I hope that's helped. If you'd like anonymous reading for me, then hit the link below. Namaste.